Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We're at... here, 2246. Alright, let's see. Remember what I was gonna do. So we just got something from him, didn't we? Alright, so somebody was hiding something. Who's hiding something? Oh, you're not hiding anything. Are you hiding something? No. Are you hiding something? No. Are you hiding? Oh, wait, something new. Oh, wait, something new just happened. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having the urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. Alright, can we examine it? It's not examinable, no. Alright, there's the box. Box, there's something about it that's bothering me. That's the box that the sacred urn was in. Looks like there's some pink paint on it, too. And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn. I think I know how the paint got on it now. Alright, let's investigate again, Nick. Okay, that's added to the court record. Okay. Got hit in the back of the head with a thief, but that was obviously a lie. Because it turned out the admin was the real thief. It's still hard to believe. Looks like Adrian feels really bad about it. I'm going to take full responsibility and fix that sword myself. No, look it, but I have complete confidence that I can fix it right up. Promise I'll fix it so you never knew it was bent in the first place. Please be gentle with it. She broke the urn! Adrian broke the urn! She broke it and then put it back together. She dropped paint on it or something. Cameron set up, that's what he said. He still had to take a picture of him. He's not as smart as he pretends to be. Cameron belonged to Lordly Taylor, so he knew he couldn't tamper with it. Why would Abby, I mean mask to mask, allow that to happen? Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Alright, sorry. I thought we had the same exact conversation before. Alright, let's look over. The paint. Looks to me like it's been dry for several days. Something suspicious about this pink paint mark. Bottom left part is shaped oddly and shocking pink. Nick, could be this. The odd shape is. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is it. Ah, that's the box the sacred urn was in. Look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Oh, you're right. Looks like it matches. What is it, Mr. Nick? It's all turning out exactly as I thought it would. It's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. So we know she broke it, right? It's clear. It's organi. Nick says organize. She can't see the last two letters. Yeah, I guess no one else could read because this place is a mess. We're right at home. At the door of the actual storeroom, I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. I guess that's where we're keeping the sacred urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. Alright, so go talk. Oh.
Take that!
Okay. Did you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. And it's been a report today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's untrue. It isn't the same. It could be a fake. Fake. Who said it wasn't the same? So that's the most obvious explanation. that the urn that submitted to the trial was genuine?
Take that!
I break it to you, but the urn is a genuine article. Pearls went back to Korean village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how. What she discovered was the urn had been broken again. Did you say again? It was broken once a year ago. And now it's like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? Paint!
Take that!
So, Mr. Wright? Huh? Why do you think it was broken recently again? Oh, but because I just think so. Sorry, that's not a valid explanation. Grr, the hunters become the hunted. Oh, what's this? Broken recently. Come on, you know it. Oh. What do you do on this point? Get a grip, please. Now, I'll ask you one more time, Mr. Wright. Why do you think it's been broken recently? How do you know? Now show the picture.
Take that!
This poster. It was made recently, right? Poster. Ah, poster for the exhibit. The time when this photo was taken, the urn said, I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Ah! Okay, we got one. One down. Damn, what does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo of this poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth. Ah, wait. Or? Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yeah, yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. Probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. Looks like she's not going to give up that last Cyclops so easily. Who's it? Urn was broken here at Lordly Taylor?
Take that!
Los Angeles? What's this? No, it's pink paint all over this urn. Okay, so it is right. And there is pink paint all over the floor and the walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. Can't weasel out of this one, Miss Andrews. But, uh-oh. She's trying to make her escape. But you can get pink paint anywhere. Pink paint anywhere. There's none in my office, that's for sure. Oh, there is in my room. Liar! Anyway, paint on the urn and paint on the floor. There's no proof that it's the same paint. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. Proof linking to the paint on the urn to the paint on the floor is the box.
Take that!
This box. The urn was stored in this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there's paint on this box as well. Ah, I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. Paint on the floor has an odd shape imprinted in it, doesn't it? Yes. Put this box in the impression in the paint. You can see it fits perfectly. Well, that's a nice one. Nice random box. This box was dropped right over here. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. Alright, refill my energy. Hello, Fox. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. Boys, this make me feel like some sort of evil schoolteacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? And no, not at all. I know just how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken. On the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it way down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. When I tripped on a paint can, I lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground. Heard a terrible noise and thought my heart was going to stop. Hearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box, and that's when it happened. Broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock. Not a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, understandable. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Korean village. I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the charge was pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Amy. I didn't know how it was originally written. Any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Amy. Any sane person? Really? Oh, Pearls. She wasn't very good at spelling. Yeah, I put the urn into the storage room and no one had seen it since then. 2 weeks ago, then replaced it in its box and kept out of sight. 2 weeks ago. That was after she hired him. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used a golden statue to cover it. An Amy Face statue, aha. First time we came down here, it was on the night the sacred urn was stolen. Mr. Nick. There were no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here. The reason for that, on the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering with paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? After the urn was stolen, we came here again. That time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews? Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so I want to move it again. Well then, who was it? Who would have done it, and why? Thank for the theft, the statue was definitely close to the door. Next day, it was moved. But why? Golden statue updated. Looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case. Well, why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief, Ron Delight, was at KB Security. So then why did another mass-to-mass show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to that one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact. The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. So we almost made it through last night. Save progress. What's up, Derek? Hey, Nick! What is this time? I don't believe it, how many people are here for the trial. Well, it is a murder case. What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door. Next door? How'd you know this, Nick? They're having dinner at Abney's trial today. Hey, Abney. They say they're going to try him as mask to mask. Already? That was fast. Boy, I'd love to see mask to mask trial. I know. By the way, where's Pearls? Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore. I know you don't like me. Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh? Yeah, ever since that incident last year. Please, don't ignore me! What's up, Derek? Is there a problem? What am I missing? Oh, Mr. Light, good morning. You said Foxton didn't say anything. It's confusing me. No one likes me. No one knows me, even if I kill someone. Come on, don't be silly. Wait a sec. You don't mean there's a murderer? No. I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor. Now let's see, according to Mr. Delight. So was there something to say? I'm confused. Wait a minute. From second time on, I've been following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to him to help him commit the heist. Do you think there's a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick? It's possible. Today's trial is a race against the clock. Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always. Wait, that's not an option. Because if the other trial finishes, then we're cooked. We're now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. Mr. Ready, Your Honor. You ready? Preparation is the last refuge of the week. Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot. I'll exact the judge in the palm of his hand yet again. Well, I said we're too young to be sent to war, that's all. Well, just rest. Drink lots of fluids and rest. I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godot. Ha! You need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war. That's exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right? Who keeps giving him coffee? Yes, well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case. Oh, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change. Victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. of the previous day. That's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant. Well then, Mr. Go, please call your first witness. No? I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. He's already at like 10. First one is always the best. Mr. Godot, your witness? Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, has to say for himself. Defendant, well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? Maybe at a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but I remember Mia was defending me. She always allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She had a lot of trust in me back then. There are no objections, Your Honor. This will allow Mr. Delight to testify. Ha! You got guts, Trite. Right then, Mr. Ron Delight, please take the stand. You did it, didn't you? Yes. What? No. That's not true. For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever. Well, Mr. Delight already looks pretty guilty with that face he's making. Once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin. Ah, very well. Now then, can you tell me something? You didn't kill Bullard. Why did you go to KB Security? Well, That's kind of hard to say. Well, I wish I could go home. Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened. That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I've been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. 1 a.m., the exact time the murder took place. We get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. There's a second cup of coffee already. Ah, it's bitter today, too. Just like my destiny. You never know that from the way he's chugging it down. Mr. Wright, cross-examination, if you please. Oh, that reminds me of something I read one time. I can't remember what the exact line was, but basically, you know, it was an adventurer going into a tavern. He's like, this beer tastes like urine. The bartender says, oh, I'm sorry, sir. And the guy just keeps drinking it. Like, I didn't say I didn't like it. That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. 1 a.m., huh? You're absolutely sure about that? Yes, that's what my watch said when I was entering CEO's office. No. Actually, I'm not really sure. My watch is slow, and my internal clock was also a bit. Yeah, that's the exact time the victim, Mr. Bullard, was murdered, correct? Excited for a coffee date, that's for sure. No letter I got ordered me to go there. It ordered you there? Hey, Rowan. Welcome, welcome. It was the first time I've gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere. I mean, you've gotten the other blackmail letters then? Oh, of course. They say things like, steal this. Why don't you save those for later, Mr. Light? Please don't say anymore. Now, what should I do? What's the blackmail letter in question say? Need a distraction for you? Well, happy I can provide. Had to bring $50,000. Money, eh? A perfect motive for committing a murder. Oh, but wait. Wait! I never intended to pay that money anyway. Oh? Is that right? After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of. Important point indeed. Let's have that added to your testimony. Yes, sir. Muddy Mud Skipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. I don't know if that didn't scare me. It wasn't going to cause me trouble or anything. You got promoted out of nowhere and then sent you to sergeant? Yeah, something issue. I thought you were getting out. I thought you were getting out of the military. So what were you being blackmailed about anyway? No letter said if you don't want your identity revealed, correct? She's referring to the whole mask-to-mask thing. I wasn't worried. Mr. Ballard didn't have anything on me. He didn't? Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. As long as Desi believes in me. That's why Mr. Light didn't believe he was mask-to-mask. That's why I knew they were just hollow threats. I'm working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. He used to be a security chief for KB Security, right? Yes, that's right. 3 months and you're practically out, or they need to finalize the medical paperwork? I hope you get out. Maybe that means you get higher pay until then. Security chief, you? And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge for no grudge? Perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say? Isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject. Life after being fired. What did you do after being fired from KB Security? Spent a lot of time looking for work. I decided I wanted to start something myself. Not good, it's just going from bad to worse. So I started looking at books, TV, and movies, learning all I could about masked men. Well, I hope you feel better, Rowan. Also, if you need a distraction, it might be best not to think about it for a little bit. Masked men. Shouldn't try drawing a comic, right? About masked men? No, that's not right. I want to become... Your Honor, let's move along, shall we? The next question. You're being quite odd today, Mr. Wright. You gonna call somebody soon? Well, good luck. Gonna bring the spinning buzzsaw one notch closer to your own neck, Ace Attorney. There wasn't much to testimony, was there? I could avoid something. At least that's what it sounds like to me. Oh, got a bad feeling about this. We better be careful. If we don't find a way to make him spill the beans, we'll never get close to the truth. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's press. Light, please tell us why you were fired from your job. Well, the world is filled with those who have said, I wish I had never asked that. Okay then, I take it back. Defendant, please answer the question. I needed money. Needed money? Oh, you see, Desi loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby. It's like the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? Sorry, wasn't nearly enough. So I stole data from the company. Come again? Cape Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. So I was security team chief. Stole some data and sold it. Mr. Ballard found out and I was fired immediately. What? Wish I'd never asked that. I was somehow able to keep it secret and made it seem like I had quit on my own. Hey, Nick, you don't look so good. Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. You'd do well to remember that. You should have told you. So you admit that you stole data from your company, is that correct? Yes, I'm sorry. It's a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony. And this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse and crashed and blew up. Couldn't take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster. Fired me for selling company secrets, but Desi doesn't know about that. Why would you do something like that? Well, for Desi's hobby, what else? Wasting money, huh? Not a waste. So Miss Light doesn't know that her husband was fired, does she? So it seemed. I'm not sure what to think about couples who keep secrets like that from each other. I can't believe it. This case has gotten even Maya to think seriously about couples. Please try to stay focused, Mr. Wright. There wasn't much to that testimony, was there? He's avoiding something. At least that's what it sounds like to me. Uh-oh, got a bad feeling about this. We better be careful. I'll find a way to conceal the beans. Alright, let's see here. What do we have? Do we want to proceed? I thought we were going to blow this up and be bad, but this is... Under this dude. Nope. Failed. Well, that's good. It's always good to have somebody.
Action!
Full mask mask. I'm afraid that reason isn't going to hold up anymore. What do you mean? The victim had no proof that the defendant was mask to mask. But you were the one who stole company secrets only 1 year earlier. But that was all over once I was fired. It is true. The fact is, I stole secrets kept under wraps. Even so, there's no reason for me to pay now, a whole year later. Alright, good luck. Not really true. Really, Nick. The fact that Ron was stealing company data. Maybe it would have been a problem. Would have had a problem if that ever became public knowledge. Yes, he would. July, I believe you would have been in considerable trouble if your identity as a company data thief was made public. Erg! Mr. Wright, what are you trying to do by bullying your own client? Ha! You're like colonies of bacteria. The more heat you apply, the faster they grow. That's exactly right. Well then, feel free to keep up the heat, my little lawyer amigo. A little lawyer amigo. Yes, now come on, provide some evidence to back up your assertion. There's his third cup of coffee. His wife. It's the wife.
Take that!
Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday. Huh? What doesn't? I think you must have been very scared having a certain person find out your secret. Gulp. Certain person? Miss Desiree Delight. Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. Well, but listen to me, my Desi, she's... Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins. Sure, Godot. Yes, we know. It's all your wife's fault. What do you mean? Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spinning habit, for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that's how this murder came about. Oh. No, everything is falling neatly in place for him. Now don't talk about my Desi like that. We'll be sorry. And now he threatens the prosecutor? Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here so far. What do you think, Nick? I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes. And he doesn't even have a whip this time. Clearly there was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife, and he killed to protect his secret. A man who cared just a little too much. The motive is clear. Let's move on. Ugh, what happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come now, tell us. We're all ears. At the end of the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. When I came to, Mr. Ballard was lying there, dead. What was he wearing? Wait, wearing that. I see. It's only a hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. The masked mask struck him on the head from behind. Of course, since Abney turned out to be the culprit himself, that was all a lie. Ha! No one's going to believe a pathetic lie like that. Well, what are you saying? I really was attacked. We'll find out what you say is true or not during the cross-examination. Got that, Mr. Trite? Don't go easy just because he's your client. There's his fourth cup of coffee. Any signs that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend. You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Godot. Faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it. I'm counting his cups of coffee. At the end of the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Who was this suspicious shadow? There were 1,000 of me, and if even one knew, I'd tell you to trust me. He's dodging all of our questions, not helping us win his case. Again, how was the victim Mr. Ballard at that time? What do you mean, how was he? Was he already dead? Was he still alive? Maybe he was the one who hit you in the first place. That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Oh, forget it. Suddenly I was hit on the forehead. After I remember being a bit dazed. Your forehead? Yes, I was hit on the forehead as soon as I entered the room. An amazingly fast and powerful attack. Do you remember anything about who hit you? Well, like I said, it was a fast and powerful hit. I think I was a little dazed for a while. I think Mr. Light even grasped what you were asking. Yeah, I'd like to show him a fast and powerful attack myself. Had that knock some sense back into him. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. Wearing what? That? Could you please clarify what you were referring to? Why, my mask to mask costume, of course. Well, wait just a moment. Mask to mask. Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just be on the safe side, I've dressed as mask to mask. And then I'd sit up on the office of the CEO of KB Security. What? Nick, did you know about this? He never told me this. I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either. Even I didn't know that. He's smoking for all the coffee. Seems a little friend really loves to keep secrets. I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it. Until now, wait. That's not right. You know how sometimes things just slip your mind? Ah, my 6th cup of coffee is staring up at me, coldly. Anyway, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Alright, so he's on 6 cups of coffee. Witness, please correct your testimony. I'd have been killed if I hadn't been wearing my mask to mask costume. Why were you dressed up as mask to mask? Why, because I'm mask to mask, of course. But what are you talking about? Mask to mask trial is being held next door. Ah, yes, I guess so. Anyway, at that time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the mask to mask issue. So I thought I should go as him just to be safe. Oh boy, let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I expected. A lot longer? What is he talking about? Press harder. Oh, what do you mean by took a lot longer? Oh, opening the safe, of course. My cape got caught on the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Blar's body. Well, what was that? Back up a second. Yes? You were the one that hid the body in the safe? Well, yeah. Inconceivable! Why? Just why? What reason could you have had? What were you thinking? Question. When does someone toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine? What? Answer simple. How's it then when they take them... When they take them off? Laundry basket. What? No, you have a laundry hamper or a laundry basket that you put your dirty clothes in. You don't put them straight in the washing machine. What kind of psycho comes home, takes off all the clothes, throws them in the washing machine, and then goes and showers or whatever? That's weird. As usual, I have no idea what you're saying. No, I don't do that. Okay. I've done that when I come in from, like, being dirty outside. And I throw my dirty clothes in the washing machine and then go shower. When I'm, like, hot and sweaty, but that's not normal behavior. And Mr. Light hid the body because he's the murderer? Huh. So you're not as stupid as you look. His metaphor this time was really obscure. Mr. Wright, you don't mean that you knew about this whole safe business, do you? Oh, well, yes. I'm the only one not in the loop here. Witness, make sure you add this to your testimony. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Looks like the storm in front is moving in over the fair weather judge. Hey, you hid the body in the safe. It took about 10 minutes. Why did you hide the body in the safe anyway? Well, because it wouldn't fit in the drawer. That's not exactly what I meant. I saw that corpse, I kind of lost it. I thought, they find his corpse, they'll think I did it. Ah, I think you had a simpler reason than that. It's because you killed him. That's why you spent 10 minutes hiding the body. Certainly makes more sense. No, hold on. 10 minutes. What is it, Nick? I should have thought. Under the circumstances, would you normally try to hide the body? And it's been 10 whole minutes to do it? Under those circumstances? Oh! Hey, Nick, if you think his behavior was so strange, why don't you present some evidence that would show just what those circumstances were? That's it. I'll take a look at the court record and put some evidence. So Mr. Light yesterday, didn't we? There's not much in his testimony either. He's still hiding something. I'd be surprised if we'll just have to draw it out of him. Sometimes doesn't make things any more complicated. Well, that's good, Rowan. Why'd you feel better? Okay, we're... Hey, what have you sent? The alarm?
Objection!
Your Honor, could you please take a look at this record? And what might this be? Record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO's office to security. Hooray, I'm helping! When the button in the office is pressed, a security team is supposed to come running. Alright, take care, Rowan. And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 1:02 a.m. What? Mr. Ron Delight truly was the murderer. He would have ran as soon as that buzzer sounded. After all, a security guard would have been heading his way.
Objection.
Huh. Let's remember who we're dealing with here. Probably had no idea there were security personnel in the building.
Objection.
He worked there! Up to 1 year ago, my client was working as a chief of security. There's no way he wouldn't have known about them.
Objection.
But, as it turns out, the guard never came. That was nothing more than a coincidence. In fact, the guard was a pathetic loser who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend and was anywhere in the vicinity was not something Mr. Delight could have known.
Objection.
Wow, we're passing objection back and forth. Ha! Again, remember who we're dealing with here. It's a sure bet that Mr. Delight didn't even notice the buzzer going off.
Objection.
This buzzer is extremely loud. There's no way he could have ignored something like that. If he had been conscious, that is. Conscious? What do you mean by that? Ugh! Alright, that's his, what, 7th cup of coffee then? Fine, let's hear your theory. Call defense testimony. The moment he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. So I said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes. Unconscious? So he fainted? That's why Mr. Delight didn't know that the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body. So what are you trying to say? Mr. Delight was knocked out, and the buzzer went off soon afterwards. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it only means that there was another person in that room. That's right, whoever it was, they knocked out Ron Delight and then pressed the buzzer. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright! This is...
Objection.
This is preposterous! It was this kid! Ron Delight is the one who killed Kane Bullard.
Objection.
No! And who pressed the buzzer? It was... the victim, of course. He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held on long enough to press that button. Ack. Kane Bullard sounded the buzzer himself. Hold on. Wait. Do we have that? Time of death at 1 a.m. Your opinion on this, Mr. Wright? You proved the real criminal was there at the scene, but how? I can prove it all right. His opinion is this, Your Honor. Piece of evidence proves it wasn't the victim who sounded the buzzer. It's this.
Take that.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Godot? Huh. I can hear it. The sound of a buzzer. Huh? It's going off inside your head this very moment. Where's the buzzer of your heart? Is it really? Maybe just a little. Mr. Wright, you need to think more carefully. What? I thought that was good. Maybe the chance to become ace detective. Come on, listen more carefully. Maybe the truth will be elegantly revealed. Ah, there we go. I got it. The buzzer. Maybe sounds just like Detective Atney. This evidence proves the victim was the buzzer.
Take that.
I believe this is a piece of incontrovertible evidence you were looking for. The emergency buzzer? Some kind of clue on it? Absolutely not. There's the 8th cup of coffee. Hey, come on now. At least give some thought to what you say before opening your mouth. The fact that there are absolutely no clues is itself the clue. Now I'm the one who's clueless. This button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Bullard had recently really pressed it himself, actually he would have left his fingerprints behind. Unless he hit it with his elbow or something. Whew!
Objection.
And Ron Delight obviously wiped them off.
Objection.
How would he? A guard could have come in at any moment. He pressed that button. I know he did.
Objection.
The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as mask to mask. A masked mask always wears gloves. What reason could he possibly had to wipe the button free of fingerprints? Order! 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 Ha! It would seem there's the 8th cup of coffee. Oh, they just spit a little bit of one out. I've been forced to eat crow. I wonder what blend number crow flavor coffee is. Probably like 119 or something. However, the real killer was there at the scene. Why would that person press the emergency buzzer? Shouldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger? So this awkward silence all of a sudden. Huh. Looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks. You're on to you, Nick. Just give me a minute to collect my thoughts. No culprit killed Mr. Bullard around 1 a.m. And Mr. Light just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right? Killer clobbered Mr. Light and then sounded the buzzer. Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed. Security was supposed to respond. Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say. Very well then. Oh ho, you've got some guts. I like that in an opponent. Why did the real killer sound the emergency buzzer? To call the security guard. The killer knew that if they pressed that button, a guard would come running. And that was exactly what they wanted. Did you mean to say the killer called the guard on purpose? Yes. Although, as it turned out, he never showed up. Because he was getting his clock cleaned at the time. Ha! What a touching story. You're saying the killer had a change of heart and called the guard to turn himself in? No, I'm not. When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office. The victim, Kane Bullard, who's already dead. The defendant, Ron Delight, who's out cold. And the 3rd person, the real killer. Hypothetically, yes. Now then. In this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? I'm switching my water in. Switching in my water. Slide my coffee cup in the back. The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Ron Delight. And if any security guards came running at that time, they would think that I was the murderer. Yes, that was precisely the real killer's objective. Frame Ron Delight for the murder. Woo! He took a drink just to spit it out? That's a waste of coffee. Not that I like coffee, but, you know, some people do. Order, order, order. Ha! You seem... 9th cup of coffee. I've been made to eat my words once again. Actually, you've been made to do a spit take with a cup of coffee. Mr. Wright, who was it? Who was it trying to frame me? Wait. Wait a second. I'm the one and only Master Mask, so... Nick, you mean the real killer is... I'm gonna drag that person in here right now. But, who is it? I don't have any solid proof yet, but I think about it. The killer knew Mr. Delight's identity, and they also knew that he had been called to KB security that night. So the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Kane Bullard. Now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright. Was it framed Mr. Ron Delight for the murder of Kane Bullard?
Take that!
Look at me! Detective, look at me! He's the only one who could have done it. Ace Detective? Look at me. You mean Master Mask did it? Your Honor, the person being tried in the court next to us is not Master Mask at all. He is, in actuality, the true murderer of Kane Bullard. Order, order! Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Theft and murder. Which is the more serious crime? They're not even close. Murder is the more serious crime, of course. It's a capital crime subject to a capital punishment. Please remember the trial from yesterday, if you would. When Luke Atme confessed, there was a huge commotion in the courtroom. Of course, a famous detective was unmasked as well as Master Mask. Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was his true objective all along. He was found guilty. Master Mask had the perfect alibi for when the murder took place. He was still in the urn at the Lordly Tailor. In other words, being found guilty as mask to mask was Luke Atmey's airtight, watertight, and unassailable alibi. A guilty verdict. As an alibi? You know, it's almost time. But for what? For Luke Atmey's verdict. It was a pretty simple trial, after all. If we're going to stop this trial and stall that one, we need to do it now. Of course, that's assuming you have proof the detective was the one who committed the murder. Luke Atmey's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. If we were to intrude and fail to provide adequate proof of his true crime, Twilight would be left with no grounds for appeal. Are you really sure about this? Well, let's save before we press. Ha! I bet it's only good when your life's on the ante. When your life's the ante. That's right. I believe in you, Mr. Delight. So please, I'm begging you. Thanks, but this is determine the rest of your life. Can I really risk your life like this? Phoenix. Mia! Well, what was that? Don't stray, Phoenix. Your client, take the path of trust. That voice. It sounds like... Mia! Your Honor, the Minister requests an immediate recess. Huh. That's your answer, huh? Very well, I've decided as well. This court will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please summon Mr. Luke Atmey to the stand. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, I gotta go brush my tail. You brush! Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Take down the message. Okay, here we go. Who's the judge in this trial? He. Well, Sir Detective Atmey. Ha. Ha ha ha. I have to say, Mr. Payne, you performed splendidly. Oh no, Sir Detective Atmey, you were the one who... That's enough. It's a different judge. They had to get a second judge. We've had the same judge in every single trial we've had. They do have other judges. Of course, he's no reason to further prolong this trial. Or find the defendant Luke Atmey. Objection!
Hold it!
Wait. Don't hand down your verdict yet, please. Well, well, Sir Lawyer. Welcome to my courtroom. Who is this hoser, eh? The judge is Canadian? My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. I wish to file an accusation against this man Luke at me. Accusation? You accuse Mask to Mask? That man's not Mask to Mask. He's just a ruthless murderer. Well, what? Okay, I guess I could have just waited 2 seconds. I didn't think it was gonna do this. Yeah, we'll save it. We'll save it for this part. My sis? I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice. So then she's still alive inside your heart. Mickey boy. What? I do? I didn't know that. Maybe I do. I don't know. Oh, Miss Light. Is it true that Detective is the real killer? To be honest, we don't have any definite proof. He's the only one who could have done it. But wasn't he at Lordly Taylor that night? Not to mention, we don't exactly know. Alright, okay, something's bugging me. Something's really bugging me. Oh no. Was I right all along? Is it Luke Abney and Desiree? Because if Luke was at the office and hit Ron on the head, who was at the basement? It had to have been her, right? She is Mask to Mask, not Ron. She's Mask to Mask, and always has been. Maybe. You said that yesterday? I mean, why would Detective Abney want to kill Kane Bullard? Oops, it's almost time. Better get back to the courtroom. Need to find some solid proof. And it's gotta happen sooner rather than later. Okay, we gotta find some solid proof. I thought it would fit for her being a thrill seeker. She was my second on my list of suspects. And this court's back in session. Mr. Luke Abney, please take the stand. Well, well, how do you do, Sir Lawyer? I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly. Couldn't let them just hand down your verdict just yet. I would have given you your perfect alibi. Alibi by the name of Mask to Mask. I'm sorry, I'm afraid even the great Luke Abney has no idea what you mean. Of course, I've been in the next courtroom ever since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way I can know what's been going on in here. I've been in the defendant's seat all day long, correct? Being prized Mask to Mask. Indeed, it's truly child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Except how does your nose fit under the mask? Huh? Only did the poor fools ask me to protect their valuables. They even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own property to them. This red diamond ring that sparkles above my defined finger, for example. So you continue to insist that you are in fact Mask to Mask. Of course. Very well then, look at me. Let's begin with a simple question. October 12th at 1 a.m., Kane Bullard was murdered. Where were you at that time? Without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. Don't worry, I will not hold it against you, Sir Judge. Thanks. Is that 10 or 11? I'm gonna say 10. Alright, Mr. Atney. Now the murder. Speak. We're all ears. As you wish, Sir Prosecutor. I was doing the urn as Mask to Mask, just as I announced I would. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. The photograph contains no words. In this case, one turned out to be my witness. The time which the camera captured Mask to Mask was the same time as the murder. Seems the main point of discussion will be this photo of the crime scene. Everything else up until now is all part of his plan. It has to be a secret to his picture as well. And the great Mask to Mask cannot be in two places at once. Let's take a look at the picture. And this one. This is the picture. There's no paint on the box. Where's the paint? Is that enough? So there's the box. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have a verdict to receive.
Hold it!
Fortunately, Mr. Adamy, we still have to do your cross-examination. A fool is too foolish to know that he is a fool. I think he's trying to say that you're full of it, Nick. The only thing that's full of it is his alibi. I assume the urn is mask to mask, just as I announced I would. This photograph is proof, correct? Indeed it is. And the man in the photo is certainly wearing a mask. That's why I'm called mask to mask. Immediately, that also means there is no way to tell who this really is. Well, what do you mean?
Objection!
Huh. Are you saying this is not in fact look at me? It could be an accomplice dressed up as mask to mask to create an alibi? Oh ho, what an interesting idea. Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf Luke, had an accomplice? I don't think we're ready for that yet. The guy was at the KB security during that murder. The mask in the picture has to be a fake. It really was an accomplice, but right now I have no idea who it was. I don't have any idea right now either. His objections are just what this guy wants. There's gotta be another way, and I'm gonna find it. I had more than enough time to prepare. It's a pathetically easy job. I believe Adrian Andrews hired you at one point? That's right. That was over 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. You sent the calling card to the tailor 10 days before the heist. That means you sent out the card after you began your security watch, right? Indeed. There's no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It's a perfect opportunity to steal my latest target. I see. So you are evil, aren't you? Yes, evil is what I am. Hey, Nick, isn't there something odd about this? Tommy was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But the urn was stolen from Lord Taylor while he was the only one watching it. He had no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona. That's true, it's kind of odd. Photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. By photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here, is that correct? It is, that is it. Everything that proves I committed the crime. Everything that proves you committed the crime. When you think about it, it's really odd. You say it almost as if you had this picture taken on purpose.
Objection!
He was going to be caught by the very camera that he had set up. We all have days like that. Indeed, it turned out that there was no such thing as a perfect crime after all. Life's truly an ironic thing, a sad but blue melody. Looks like I better gather more information for now. Sure, the killer's gotta be something phony in that photo. I wish the camera captured the mask to mask at the same time as the murder. The camera took this photograph. Oh, come on, it's all too clear what you're thinking. Huh? You think Alex the timestamp of the photograph, don't you? Afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lord Taylor. On top of that, it's Lord Taylor's staff that printed that picture's data. Fortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered. I see. Looks like I'd better find something else to be suspicious. So the alibi's false? Has to be, or else you're gonna kill Mr. Bullard at KB Security. But I'm not really spotting anything unusual. Two possibilities. The mask in the photo is fake, or the photo itself is. Alright, what do we want to present? But it doesn't explain this. It doesn't explain this. It doesn't explain this. That's massive photo is a fake or the photo itself is. Wait. I mean, I guess because the statue wasn't there. I've been the photo. Nope. What am I missing? What? What am I missing? Let's press again. Let's go after. I think of it. Oh, taco! Taco! Nom 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 nom. What represent that? Nope, we fail again. I'm on the wrong track. Alright, I'm missing something, clearly. It's so weird though, like the picture doesn't have any paint on the box. What am I missing? Wait. What is this true? The detective's real killer? We don't have any definitive proof. Someone could have done it. Oh, we did this. Okay. Alright, let's go again. let's see here. What if Godozza is the accomplice? Godozza's the accomplice, right? Alright, let's do the full cross-examination again. Let's see here. Assuming that to earn just as an outside would. This photograph's proof, correct? Indeed it is. The man in the photo is certainly wearing a mask. This is why I'm called mask to mask. I mean, that also means there's no way to tell who this really is. But what do you mean?
Objection!
Are you saying this is not, in fact, look at me? I can be an accomplice dressed up as mask to mask to create an alibi? Oh, what an interesting idea. Saying that I won't... I think there's any way to name it. I don't think we can name the accomplice. Alright, so we skip this. So I thought 8 seconds. Armstrong while he's on watching it. If I photograph, there's evidence. Puts it there. If everything proves you committed the crime. Think about it, it's really odd. Almost if you had this picture taken on purpose.
Objection!
Big stretch, you got it. Wrong one. I did, you got it. Hey, big stretch. Big stretch. Oh, they are the bets. Alright, let's see, hydrating. We don't have days like that. Indeed, it turned out there's no such thing as a perfect crime after all. Ah! Back. It's really an ironic thing, a sad blue melody. Looks like I better gather more information for now. It's really the killer. There's gotta be something phony in the photo. Time in which the camera captured master at the same time as the murder. That's about the camera shoot this photograph. Oh, come now. It's all too clear what you're thinking. Huh? You think I altered the timestamp of the photograph, don't you? I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lord Taylor, and on top of that, it's Lord Taylor's staff to print out that picture's data. Fortunately for that defense, there's no way that picture could been altered. So I better find something else to be suspicious. That's all. It has to be looking to kill Mr. Blard to keep security, but I'm not really finding anything unusual. Either mask to mask, the photo is fake, or the photo is. Okay, I think we gotta go for an accomplice. Photos. Poof.
Objection!
Huh. Saying that's not in fact look at me? Accomplice yourself to create an alibi? What an interesting idea. Saying I named the accomplice. So keep you security during the murder. The mask in the picture has to be a fake. Exactly. Yeah, an accomplice. Now remember, you said that, Mr. Tripe, because there's no going back. You're making basic claims, I'll treat you to penalty myself. Probably boiling hot, too. Who is it, Mr. Tripe? Who's the accomplice? This is Hollow Fox. attack the prosecutor. Who's this person? Ha! It's quite a prank you're trying to pull. Do you have any evidence that this person is in fact the accomplice? Well, the aura that the person has around them is... You won't judge by some of the aura. You're right up there as the #1 suspect, Mr. Wright. Time to go on that one. So guys, proof. Mask to mask. Community that only thing there's no way to tell this is. What do you mean? Huh? Saying that this is not in fact look at me? What else does? Just evidence here, is that correct? Yes, that thing is the very thing that proves I committed the crime. It's a crime, so even you understand that by now. Taylor provided that camera, there's no way I could have tampered with it. I could not have killed Kane Bullard unless I had an accomplice. Wait. I'll think long and hard about that night. Basement warehouse, and this picture that supposedly captures it. It's gotta be here. Isn't there something funny about this photo? Mind this picture is a fake? You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. Look around that basement warehouse that night before the theft took place. There's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night. Okay, well, let's hear what you have to say. This photograph do you find funny? Is it the box or the paint? I'm going with paint. Funny part is right here. Why, this is a blood stain. Ah, blood! Now this case is getting interesting. Well, I thought it too, but it didn't work. I'm not exactly the stain is actually pink paint. Oh, just paint? And peach colored at that. From blood to peaches, the judge sure loves going on his wild tangents. Problem with this photograph is not the paint. Problem is when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse. Turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen. Well, Mr. Wright? What's supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stains? Supervisor Treasure Exhibit stated the following. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. I realized the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I myself was there the night that the theft took place and saw the statue in that spot. If the picture was truly taken on that night, then the statue should have been there.
Objection.
When I went there the day after the theft, a statue of the old bag was sitting in the corner. Guys was somehow pushed there accidentally. Your Honor, the statue is slightly larger than yourself and quite heavy. Take more than an accidental push to move that distance. Huh. In that case, can you prove it? Guess the rhyme reason as to why the statue was moved that night? Can you do it, Nick? Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it? Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you're prepared for your answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime? Bam! The one who moved the statue is none other than... Look at me. Come on, Mr. Lawyer. There you go again on one of your strange delusions. Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions? It's very simple. Witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night. That's indeed very simple, however. Why would I want to move a heavy golden statue? Reason for moving this golden statue, here's where our battle really begins. Well, Mr. Wright, what reason the witness had to move that statue? And it can be found here in this photograph. Yep, gotta figure it out. Ow! Look at me. You pretended to be mask to mask. You created an alibi by showing you were at Lord the Taylor that night. Ow! Roger's getting better at aim. Ow! But this photograph contains a single fatal flaw. Ow! If the statue had been there, your lie would have been exposed like a cheap film at a drugstore. That's why you had to move the statue. A single fatal flaw? Yep, you missed. Interesting theory. Please enlighten us. Swear this picture just lie exists. Alright, what am I trying to prove? The box. The box. The lie is mask to mask. You're saying that this mask to mask is a fake? Ah. No, we should start acting more responsibly. Huh? Current question is, why was the golden statue moved? Possible connection with the mask to mask identity. Oh buggers. Your face is oh buggers written all over it. Penalty for you. That's not what I was trying to say! I was pointing at the box. So again, Mr. Wright, where in this picture does lie exist? Naturally, the lie is in this photo is the timestamp. What do you mean? I'll tell you exactly what I mean. On the night in question, Luke Abbey went to KB Security and murdered Kane Bullard. Therefore, it's obvious that it would have been impossible for him to be at Lord Taylor at this time. But what does that have to do with the statue being moved? Remember, if you will, Your Honor, when was the statue placed beside the warehouse door? Well, the statue was taken down to the warehouse on the day of the crime. It was placed there in order to cover up the paint. Exactly. Luke Abbey had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim. And so, in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place. Well, what the? Of course, the statue hadn't yet been brought down to the basic warehouse yet. Ah. So on the day of the crime, Mr. Atmos must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down in a place where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Luke Abbey had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He didn't make the room match with the way it had been in the photo. Wow! Order, Mr. Atmey, is this true? One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten this? What's that? Data for basic warehouse computer. Or this. Camera didn't need to go off on the night of the crime. It's true that the camera had been set up by the Lord Taylor staff. However, the program used to manage that data was yours. That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data. Ah! Order! Mr. Godot, what does the meaning is? Also, here's another thing. Nobody's asking why the camera didn't take a picture when he went in. Why only when he came out? If he found another way in, why wouldn't he just taken that way out? Godot, I warned you about making me wait. Now put that coffee down. My 11th cup. I promised to drink no more than 17 during a trial. Which means I'm still good till the last drop. However, this is a very good point. A good point? So what? We are all but travelers on a road of infinite points. I think he's got his points mixed up with his other points. His photograph was taken ahead of time. And that the statue was moved in order to make it match. That's a very interesting idea, however. There's one point that can't be denied. Which is? Alright, 12th cup. That is only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of baby can never reach their dreams. But that's very true. No way, don't fall for that, Your Honor. Hey, Mr. Damask. Yes? There's no funny business in your actions mask to mask. Should be no problem with you telling us your strategy, so let's hear it. Yes, please, provide this court with your testimony about your plan to steal the sacred urn. I first received the request from Lord Taylor about 20 days ago. No, that's... Incorrect. The urn was placed in a box in Safari. It was then sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself to the day of the crime. I know it's an extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand. I then handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 a.m. on October 12th. It's pretty much all stuff you've heard before, isn't it? Yeah. Well, we will find the truth hidden in the nuggets of new information you gave. Witness. You sure there are no mistakes this time? Zvari! Very well then, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Sacred Urn Heist. I first received the request from Lord Taylor about 20 days ago. You were asked to guard the urn by Miss Adrian Andrews, is that right? Indeed. It seemed that they had heard of my sparkling reputation. Miss Andrews is still attracting the weirdos. Better watch out too, Maya. The urn was placed in a box in the Zvari house. It was then sent to the warehouse. You mean this box? Yes, that pathetic box. Lady Andrews was especially taken with that urn, and she wouldn't let anyone enter the store, not even me. Huh. Interesting new tidbit. Since I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. So you're sure that you've never seen that urn before? Indeed. You may ask Lady Andrews to confirm for yourself. My security is focused entirely on the interest of that warehouse. However, look at me. Let no information whatsoever slip through my fingers. It was an extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand. You mean this calling card? That's right. It is, without a doubt, my calling card. Mr. Light didn't make this after all. Of course, because Abby knew about the emblem. His card authentic would have been child's play for him. I handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. And no one entered the basement warehouse. Unfortunately, there were many treasures being taken there. Thus, for a period of approximately 5 days, people were indeed going in and out of the warehouse. Last I held my urn for the first time at 1 a.m. on October 12th. And this is the photo that proves that, huh? Indeed, to be honest, even if a photo was taken, I didn't think it would matter terribly much. Hey Nick, this photo is fake, and Abby might have stolen the urn whenever this was taken. That's true. You know, he's been saying that he never saw the urn until that night. To prove that he's lying, we can wrap this up and put a bow on it. Okay, good. Hard look at the court record. Not a lot to go on, is there? Speckled. Speckled urn. Thanks for covering his tracks. There's only one thing we need to prove in this cross-examination. He took this photo well before the actual scene night of the crime. And then, how to do that? One thing Abby stated very clearly. He had never seen the urn before he stole it. He proved he was lying. Bam. Objection! Mr. Atme, you really are masked to mask. Then you also wrote this calling card, correct? But of course. Is there a problem with that calling card? Allow me to read a passage from the calling card that Mr. Mask to Mask had written. Take good care of the speckled urn. Now, the speckled here surely refers to this pink pattern on the sacred urn. Yes, that is true, but so what? Truth be told, there is no way that Mask to Mask could have known about this pattern. What do you mean? This pink spotted pattern on the urn is actually nothing more than a paint stains. Paint stains? And these stains do not appear until after the urn had been taken to Lord the Tailor. Humph. Alright, what's that? 12th cup copy? I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Trite. Say that the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse. The urn was broken due to human error, or should I say an error-prone human. And that's when the pink paint got on the urn. Erg, you can't be serious. And yet this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means Detective Abby had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken. Ooh. And because the photo is fake, your alibi for the night, the murder, no longer holds water. Wah, ga, 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 ga. Bum, bum, da, bum. I'm actually kind of liking the noises. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself? Grr, noon. Alright, that did it. He's broken. Nick? I think it's still a little early for a victory pose. Huh? Alright, 13th cup of coffee. Ha! So sad, no one has any conviction these days. Conviction, you say? Yesterday, we all decided unanimously that this man was masked to mask. Now we're calling him a murderer. You don't think we're being a tad fickle? That's a good point. No way, don't fall for that too, Your Honor. Hey, Luke Atme was the one who killed Cain Bullard. Let me ask you this. Why would you do that? An excellent point. Motive, Mr. Wright, motive. Might you marry murderous motive manifest? Might you by married murderous motive manifest? Nick, you're getting a second win. If he prepared an alibi and pinned his crime on Ron Delight, as you say, he must have had a very strong motive for murder. The only motive we've seen is Ron Delight. Isn't that right, Detective? Indeed, according to my own research, the boy's motive is clear. But a motive is nearly impossible to prove guilt in a murder case. Maybe you can enlighten us as to what the defendant's motives were. Aren't you, Sir Old-Timer? They're doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious. Despite a lack of hard information, this may be our only chance. Alright. Look at me. Had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. Cain Bullard decided to investigate mask to mask and simply mistook who he was. Mr. Bullard, who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Ron Delight. It was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight's first betrayal. Mr. Bullard's mistake is quite excusable. Nick truly believes he is masked to mask. That's why Mr. Delight saw it fit to kill Cain Bullard. Truly a tragedy. Victim, Cain Bullard, blackmail the defendant. This blackmail letter found in the defendant's apartment. Handwriting test confirms that Mr. Bullard wasn't either one who wrote the letter. What? Blackmail letter updated in the court record. Well, Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. Can we look at the court record real quick? The guy had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. Alright, let's press. And who in the world is going to prove that? I will. After doing a thorough background check of Atme and Cain Bullard, we were unable to find any links between them. It's all in the report. They were connected through their work. They were both involved in security. Nope, that's blunt. In any case, the only one with a motive was Mr. Delight. The board decided to investigate mass simply mistook who he was. Mistook? That's right, mistook from the Old Norse mistaka, meaning to take an error. That wasn't what I meant. Who did the victim mistake mass to be? Why, the answer is obvious. Ron Delight, of course. Boy, I'd like to wipe that smug look off this guy's face. Why would the victim mistake the defendant from mask to mask? Don't you already know that? Sorry! Take a look at this newspaper. Oh, that's the famous Tear of Emanon, a magnificent jewel. That photo shows a magnificent detective as well, does it not? Furthermore, it also shows an ugly guard, namely the defendant. The defendant. And clearly misread this article, and Zvari had the wrong impression. Imagine that this ugly security guard was in fact mask to mask. I see. That's an unusually reasonable deduction. Shepard, who wrote the blackmail letter, sent it to Ron Delight. You mean this blackmail letter right here? It says bring $50,000. That is, without doubt, the victims. There's no mistake, we have an official report to prove it. I don't see an addressee on this letter anywhere. Undressee. Letter was discovered in Ron Delight's apartment. Mr. Delight did show up at the designated place in time. The fact there is no addressee is irrelevant. I wonder. What's up, Nick? Just had a thought. What if their blackmail letter wasn't meant for Mr. Delight? Whoa, do you have any evidence of that? For some reason, I just can't shake the feeling. There's something not quite right about this blackmail letter. Well, everyone, are you quite satisfied? Yeah, Mr. Bard, who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. What do you mean by that? Oh my, I certainly were already aware. Sorry. Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. Since I was security team chief, I stole data from the company. King Bard had yet to give young Mr. Delight, which is why he sent him that letter upon his mistakenly believing he was a thief. In the file that we discovered in Mr. Blard's office, evidence that Mr. Bard was receiving money through blackmail. However, isn't that this bit odd? Why the defendant paid Mr. Bard the money, even though he wasn't actually masked to mask? At that point, there was an unfortunate bit of chance. Bard's mistake is quite excusable. The defendant truly believes he's masked to mask. Do you really think that story's gonna hold up? That search is not merely my own, I'm afraid. What do you mean? I've here a memo from Ron Delight's wife, Desiree Delight. Alright, 14th cup of coffee? I think that's 14th. Ron thinks he's masked to mask. Feel sorry for him? Please don't think too badly of him. Ah, well, Mr. Trite? Ugh. Is he trying to act like Miss Delight just now? It's actually pretty convincing. Now it's your imagination talking. Come on now. Come now, Sir Lawyer. Wait, imagination is the right word for it. It's a deduction, the result of carefully applied reasoning. We hear the careful reasoning for ourselves? It's a long story and better saved for another time. Very well, another time. So-called long stories aren't usually all that long. At least not in my experience. We're gonna try to take Batman to Mr. Blard, right? Yeah, that's right. Hopefully it won't require surgery either. We should have to talk about the blackmail. That's true. I found a letter really intended for Ron. Even if ever mentioned, she pressed him for more testimony. Maybe I'll be able to shape with some contradictions just that way. Okay, I look at me, had no points of contact. Alright, press again. Who proves that? He proves that. Alright, decide to investigate. Mistook? Press harder again. The newspaper. Wait. The red diamond. Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective Abby? Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's alright. You said that this letter was addressed to Ron Delight. I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction. A contradiction? I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that. You're one to talk. At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists. Why don't you show us what you got there, Junior? Indeed. Time to man up, Mr. Wright. Shows contradicting evidence in the content of the blackmail letter. How do I show it? How do I show it? I can't just present it again, can I? I don't have evidence that shows it. It's in this thing. The red diamond. Is it not that? I don't think so either. Ow! Oh, I know it's the thing. What am I missing? What am I missing? Okay, let's go out with evidence. No, no. This doesn't seem relevant at all. Alright, the camera. And there's that. Crown, artifact, maze, the portrait. I mean, the only thing I see is this. He's stealing is directed by blackmailers, but it's the red. The only thing I see is a red gem. That's all I see. Huh. Little one-two punch like that wouldn't even phase me. I think you mean 1-2 punch. Right, I think things with all kind of faults to others. Ouch. There's gotta be something about that somewhere. It's the gym right there! No, we're not saving. Present! Huh. No, we failed. I thought it was good! It's getting hard. Oh, here's the reason I didn't save, because we got our health back. I think we got our health back. See, red diamond on his finger. Alright. So you press on this.
Objection.
Alright, if I give it up. I press on everything. I press that.
Objection.
Alright, and then...
Objection.
What? I thought it was it.
Objection.
What? I already forgot how to do it. What am I missing? I thought that was it. All right. We gotta figure this out. I mean, we already did it once. And now I lost it. I completely lost it. What happened last time? Alright, I guess we press. I don't remember what I did.
Objection.
No wonder this game is taking so long. We can't. And more not fair. Think about it, it's really odd. Oh, she had to do taken on purpose. Alright, what if we go through again?
Objection.
We're getting the same thing over and over again. Yeah, there it is. Okay, we did get it. Okay. But I'm just something about this photo. I just remember that night. What you have to say? What else would you find funny? Bam. Alright, right there. What's the blood stain? Okay, there we go. Made progress. Well. Alright, then this is supposed to be there. Okay, we're making progress. We're getting back. Alright, we got that.
Objection.
We'll take more than an accidental push to move it. Good answer. Who's the one that moved it? You moved it. I remember that. Okay. Alright, real reason. Okay. Single fatal flaw. The statue. Where does that exist?
Take that!
Naturally, the lie in this photo is a timestamp. What do you mean? Exactly what I mean. I like the question. Yep, got that. Alright, press it on. Yeah, you made the software. You can doctor it however you like. Okay. Alright. I forgot which cup of coffee that is. What's that? 15? 14? Alright, okay, we moved on. Alright, I'm saved now. Now we save. Now we save. We're kind of caught up. No, we're not quite caught up, are we? Alright. Alright, let's see here. Alright. I'm not even gonna bother cross-examining. I think I'm just gonna go for it.
Objection!
So if you really are mask to mask, then you also have his calling card, correct? We tell this. Alright, okay. What do you mean? Pink's body pattern is actually nothing more than paint stains. Paint stains? These stains did not appear. The after the urn had been taken to Lord Taylor. Oh. I find this joke to be very, very funny, Mr. Trite. The second urn was taken to the warehouse. The urn was broken due to human error, or should I say an error-prone human. And that's when the paint got on the urn. Oh, you can't be serious. Yeah, this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means Taylor Abbey had seen the urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken. Oh, and because this photo is a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water. Wagagaga. Okay. Alright, he's broken. Too early. Huh. So sad. No, nothing fiction. Alright, yeah. You don't think we're being a tad fickle? That's a good point. No, wait. So you say Luke Avenue was the one who killed Kane Bullard? That's true. Why would he do that? Okay. Alright. Alright, I think we're finally caught up. Alright, let's save again. We're finally caught up, I think. Motive for murder, yeah. Let's hear over this one. Alright, we're caught up. And no post contact. Had to investigate Mr. Who was. Let's take a look at the picture. I don't see it. All right.
Objection!
Just a few questions? Okay, just a few. When you said that the letter was addressed to Ron Delight, I can help but notice one major contradiction. Contradiction? I don't know where you're walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that. You want to talk. Times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists. Let's show us what you got there, Junior. Man up, Wright. Show us the contradict evidence and content of the blackmail letter. The only photo that makes any sense is right here. This is the only photo. I do? This? The jewel, we needed to have it then. Yeah, he didn't get it till after the fourth robbery. This is the first robbery. Oh, okay, so we're trying to say...
Take that!
I think this is what always happens. I get too far ahead. I was trying to prove that he was pointing out as he was asking for the ring on his finger, not the jewel. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. It contains a picture of the tear of Eminon stolen jewel. Oh, because he was saying that he saw this article and thought he picked the wrong guy. What about it? Problem is the jewel's color. Color? Not much for discussing color myself. We're in the clipping, the color of the stolen the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day. For red? Which means the red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the tear of Eminon that Mask stole at all.
Objection!
And your point is, Mr. Trite, so I'm going to say this blackmail letter was intended for someone else? And that's what you're trying to say, right, Trite? That's what you're trying to say, right, Mr. Wright? Well, that's what you're trying to say, right, Nick? Yes. This is who came to was actually blackmailing.
Take that!
Naturally, it was you, Detective Atme. Do you have some sort of basis for that claim? You've been personally involved in every single mask-to-mask case. And in the last case, you recovered what was stolen. And received a jewel. As your reward. A jewel? Probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger. Red diamond ring. Oh, good. That is the diamond referred to in the letter. The Kane Bullard wrote the letter in order to blackmail you. Ah! Oh, he lost his monocle. It's gone. Order in the court. Order, I say.
Objection!
It seems you're going too far with your childish pranks, Mr. Trite. Alright, that's a new cup of coffee. Was that 15? I'm saying that's 15. Oh, I don't like the way he said that. Kane Bullard blackmailing look at me? Are you for real? Yes, I am. Nick, come on, stand up to him. Answer me. This. blackmail letter contains the following passage. You don't want your identity revealed to the world. Yes, it certainly does. Kane threatened to make Luke Atmy's identity public knowledge. Identity he wanted to keep secret, so just what was that identity? Atmy killed Kane because they're afraid of his secret becoming known. What identity you want to keep secret? So it all comes down to, Nick. The identity that Luke Atmy wanted to so desperately keep secret was his identity as a blackmailer. Luke Atmy was a blackmailer.
Objection.
Hey now, isn't that a little different from what you've been saying? So that Kane was the one blackmailing Luke Atmy. Saying that Atmy was blackmailing someone else on top of that? Oh, you have to admit, that does sound a little odd. Not odd, it's the only thing that makes any sense. He missed! Kane was blackmailing Luke Atmy. But Ron Light was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. Yeah, so far away I didn't even see it, Frosty. Did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, 3 days after the Tear of Imonon heist. After that, I started getting plans in the mail. What? I just agreed with you, Frosty. Why are you mad? I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. Something wrong, Frosty? Ow. It's really funny when you get 2 misses in a row, because that's like a 4% chance. It's very low. It's really funny. Oh, thank you for the pats. Detailed plans, in which case, that would mean that Ron Dwight was actually mask to mask. That's what we were claiming. Someone else came up with that plans, and he had Mr. Dwight steal his targets for him. And that someone was none other than Luke Atmy. Silence! Hee. Now I see, it's all becoming clear. Well, what is? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless with the tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong? How did you? You say that I, Luke Atmy, was blackmailing Ron Delight, in which case I would naturally know all about his relation to Mask to Mask. Well, yes. When I started receiving plans for his second crime onward, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when we committed the first crime. Good point. Certainly couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise. Alright, that's 16. In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. First crime. How did Luke Atmy know that Ron Delight was mask to mask? Is this enough? Yeah, see it. See what? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischief trying to be the center of attention. Well, what do you mean? Luke Atmy! His whole name, this newspaper clipping. It has a picture of you and Ron Delight in his guard uniform. It seems that Mask to Mask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket. That sounds far too stupid to be true. Correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't have fooled a baby, let alone an ace detective. That's when you figured it out, Mr. Atmy. That's when you learned that Ron, on his mask to Mask was Ron, but that looks like he wasn't even an ace detective. I can't believe it. He was just a slimy blackmailer. What fraud? Trying to pass himself off as an ace detective. Why you? How dare you expose me like that? I got distracted because I got yeeted. Why, I mean, I never blackmailed anyone in my life. I am famous and proud ace detective, and I'm also mask to mask. Why can't you understand that? Yes, that's the face of someone who's innocent. And telling the truth. I'm afraid you're neither a proud thief nor ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity. Well, why you? I didn't even dare imply that once a smart and capable as I could ever fall so slowly that's why I'm trying to do such thing with yourself with the big mouth of yours. You're real fools. Let's say none of you can compare to my genius. It's jealous. Sagoon. Desecrate me. Go on, come in right back. Instead of gonna blackmail third best. Ah ha 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 ha. It's enough to make one laugh. That is very hard to narrate. It seems we finally arrived at the real answer. That was quite a performance by Mr. Atme. Bailiff, please prepare a cell for Mr. Atme.
Objection.
That's 17. I think. Hammer, the strike's too fast, there's no time to aim. Oh, what do you mean? I'm already prepared to deliver my ruling. I want to say one thing. I will be the one to judge. You're the prosecutor, not the judge. You don't get much more in your face than that. It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Trite. Well, what do you... It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like Look At Me was a filthy blackmailer. And that he wasn't at Lord the Taylor the night of the murder. That's right. That's why he's the one who killed Mr. Bull. But... there's still one thing you have yet to prove. What's that? Just because he went to the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can't prove this pitiful excuse for a man was at KB security, then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered. No, no way! Order in the court. Well, Mr. Wright? This is it. This is the final round. Gotta prove that Abby was at Mr. Bullard's office on that night. But, can you really prove that? That's long enough, Mr. Wright. I want to hear your answer. At night, Look At Me was at KB security and the defense. Uh-oh. There's no save, is there? Wait, we can save! We save. Can we prove? I don't think we can. I think this is a trick. I don't think we can. I can't prove it. Just as I thought. But, if you hear more of Detective Atme's testimony...
Objection.
Fortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Trite. Well, what do you mean? I won't allow for any more testimony, that's what I mean. What? You've forgotten? Look At Me is here after he interrupted his own trial. You have failed to prove that he committed the murder. I think it's time for the witness to return his own trial. Face his guilty verdict is to mask. No. Oh now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love wins out in the end after all. The ace detective, as well as mask, my verdict will verify that. Mr. Ron Delights will verify that he is the true murderer. Hear that with the full force of my ace detectiveness. Objection! Order in the court. That's enough deliberation of this witness. I can't believe this. That's right, Ron is... Look it up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow, we can look for more evidence in. I think it'll be too late. Huh? Well, why? Double jeopardy. One of those basic rules of any court of law. Of jeopardy? Should a defendant be tried to be found innocent in court? The defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. It's a fundamental rule. He's not being tried for that, though. The rule of all courts. It applies to this witness as much as it applies to anyone else. Bradley will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. It's mask to mask, which means he'll be innocent as far as the murder of Cain Bullard is concerned. No way. If you're unable to prove Mr. Atme's guilt of crime here, means that he will never again be tried as Cain Bullard's murderer. Wah! Now there's nothing I can possibly do to win. If Ron is pretending to be innocent, the real killer Look At Me will go free. I've cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. As long as there's no more testimony, I'm afraid I'll have to declare that we no further questioning of this witness. Any objections? Now we object. I hereby end the cross-examination. Look At Me.
Objection!
There we go. I think I see it, Your Honor. When you were a child, this is what was on your report card every year. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result. How did you... Phoenix, raise your head up high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? Lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia! That voice, no way. Long time no see, Phoenix. Mia! This is the true power of the Korean channeling technique. I know this is really Maya who's standing before me, but right now she's my mentor, Mia Fey. Now, let's do this. But there's nothing more we can do, Mia. Not any more testimony. I can't cross-examine. Not yet. Testimony's not over yet. What? What do you mean? Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting. You cross-examined every statement the witnesses made here today. Yes, that's true, but unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, the witness made a number of remarks. Well now, Scholar, it seems that love was not in the end after all. I'm the ace detective as well as mask to mask. My verdict will verify that. Sharon Delights will verify that he's the true murderer. I'll clear that with the full force of my ace detectiveness. Yes, but these comments appear to have no importance whatsoever. Very well, then we shall prove their importance via cross-examination. At any rate, as long as the witnesses made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them. Is that alright with you, prosecutor? Is something the matter, Mr. Godot? He's out of coffee. He's already had 17 cups. He can't have any more. He's out of coffee. He's ruined. Oh, nothing. Oh, Sir Lawyer, it looks like you're one step too late. I think such falsehoods will do anything to me. Luke, let's hear it. Huh? It's true that the witness made some remarks. So then, let's hear this last bit of cross-examination. Mr. Godot, what are you... He's jonesing for coffee. He can't have any more. He's already had 17. Very well then. Mr. Luke at me. I still think that name is so ridiculous. Look at me! Look at me! Anyway, I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks. The defense would like to hear why you declared the defendant to be the true murderer. So please, give us one last bit of testimony. Phoenix, this is it. This is our absolute last chance. Yes, Chief. The last testimony. Indeed, it is true that I was not at Lordly Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. I'd known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph ready. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Ron Delight. Thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints on if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Delight was wearing his mask out, which is why he left no prints. In the blackmail letter, the victim just mistook the color of the jewel. Sorry! Therefore, all the evidence points to that poor boy. His testimony actually seems to hold up pretty well. Witness' earlier remarks do not appear to have been hastily prepared. All his points have been explained, and none of them seem to contradict anything. But of course. But how did you know about the emergency buzzer? Police investigation documents went directly through me. I always look over all the documents. It's elementary, Sir Lawyer. Except, that wasn't known until later. Are you going to make even more trouble for us now, Sir Lawyer? I will not allow any of your usual shenanigans, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You cannot postpone Luke Atmy's trial any longer. This is your last chance. Hang on a second, just one chance? Ha! Seems that party's about to begin. Well, Phoenix, there's any evidence that contradicts that testimony. Yes, there is. So it would seem. Well, what do you mean, so it would seem? Doesn't mean it's pointing out contradictions. Doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it? At any rate, this is our last chance. You can't point out a case-breaking contradiction. You lose. That's all there is to it. Wait, maybe you did have one more cup of coffee. Cup number 17. Oh, okay. I miscounted. Last cup. Seems like the time's come to put an end to this trial. I find a fatal contradiction in this testimony, and I need to point out without presenting evidence. It means all I can do is find the contradictory remark and press it. Remember, you only get one chance. Well, Mr. Wright, let's begin your final cross-examination. Do I only get to press one time? It sounds like I only get to press once. We press there. Mr. Atmy, about this last remark.
Objection.
You still don't get it, do you, Trite? This isn't the time to be pressing witness on every little statement. Well, as before, there's still one thing you haven't proven. This gun was in Cain Bullard's office that night. And now, it's time for me to drink my last cup. It's right. I'll hold you into the bargain. But it was right! But it was right. Was that not the right place to press? He didn't. How would he know? Because that wasn't in the documents. They didn't know. He didn't know. How did he know? What am I missing? I guess I should have read them all.
Objection.
Alright, go, 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 go. Alright, pressing on. We'll pretend that was a fluke. Cookie! Nom 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 nom. You cookie. Nom 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 nom. I really need to flip that cookie around on him. I was just showing the bottom of the cookie. I do need to brush my tail too.
Objection!
It's been like an hour and a half. Alright, go, 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 go. Faster. Faster! Go, 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 go. Let's hear it. Let me get one shot at this. How'd you know about the room? Alright, let's see here. One chance. Alright, here we go. Last cup of coffee. Save? Alright, fine, I'll save. Alright, save. Not important, not important. I gotta brush my teeth. I can't think. I can't think under all this pressure. I need a brush. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to brush. Okay. Okay, we get one chance. You see another violence. Drop date point, so I had photograph ready. Wait. Oh, okay. He's saying that was the date of his thing. Okay. Key card and wallet. It's really clear that he was there. So the butter, which only sounded once. Any fingerprints on it? Why? He knew that from the other trial. So I think you knew about the wallet. Wait. How do you know he was wearing the mask outfit at the thing? Wait, he wouldn't have known that. No. He wasn't here. Press there. We press there. Strap me. About this last remark.
Objection.
Don't get you. This isn't time to press the whistle. Everything. I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Goodo. Oh, what? Strap me. It seems you have finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder. How can you say that? Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Atney? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Light was wearing his mask outfit, is that correct? Indeed, that's what I said. Cookie! Nom. You cookie. Nom. Indeed, that's what I said. My deductions are absolutely foolproof. More like your deductions prove that you're a fool. I'm sorry? Whatever do you mean? For some reason, I'm starting to get really thirsty. He's out of coffee! When exactly did we learn the fact that Ron Delight was dressed as mask to mask when he went to the scene of the crime? That was, it was just a few hours ago. Back when my sixth cup was looking at me with a cold stare. He's holding his hand like there's a cup of coffee and there's not a cup of coffee, because he's... Oh, did I forget to mention it before? I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. That's right. The defendant had yet to tell anyone else this fact before this morning. Therefore, the only people who should have known this are those who have been watching this trial. Grr. Nung. Nurg. You understand now, Detective Atney? There's no way that you should have known about that. Aye! You're in the next courtroom being tried as mask to mask. So the enlighten just how did you know about that piece of information? Urk. Well, come on, this detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chance to find out beforehand. And it's those chances that I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. Delight was wearing his mask to mask outfit. There's one and only one way for Detective Atney to have found that out. Only one. One way, you say. Please recall, if you will, Mr. Delight's testimony. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. For a second, my client witnessed the real killer. Mr. Delight never saw his attacker. There's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Luke Atney. It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head. Just what are you implying? Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn that statement around, it stands reason that the real killer had also seen Ron Delight. Impossible! Detective Atney, you saw Mask to Mask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Cain Blard and assaulted Ron Delight. That's the only way you could have known what Ron was wearing. Why is there an earthquake? Hee hee ha 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 ho 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 hee hee hee. Take a look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. I am the tragic clown. That's the same one you gave us yesterday. But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time. Hee 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 ha 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 ho 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 hee hee. You know, it's fun. Ron cannot be charged as Mask to Mask anymore. An awfully complicated incident. Cain Blard was blackmailing Luke Atney, who was in turn blackmailing Ron Delight. And upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Atme tried to frame Ron Delight. He then claimed to be guilty as Master Mask in order to escape his true crime. To that end, he came up with this plan. She used the double jeopardy rule when making his alibi. At any rate, it would seem we finally found the truth. Excuse me. Came perilously close to besmirching the record of this innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of murderer. Don't ignore me! Oh, I didn't realize you were there. Why wouldn't he be? About the verdict. I know. You never committed any murder. That's right. I'm so glad you understand that, but I really am Master Mask. Did I feel some wind? I'm not sure. Huh? Thanks to that trial yesterday, I'm innocent. Now, right? What was it you said? Double jeopardy? Now that you mention it, I've been careless. Careless. What do you think, Mia? As the defendant says, the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. The defendant can never be tried twice for a crime which he's once found innocent. Then, Master Mask is really innocent. Ow! Well, it seems so, for now. But for now. Four kinds of defendant. Not guilty! We did it! We've done it! Mr. Magoo, we've done it again. Alright, here's the question. I know it's a bit early. Oh, I gotta finish up, but, do we really want to start another trial? Because... Holy crap! Ow! What just happened? Thank you for the gift of subs. How many did you just do? Thank you for the 10 gifts of subs, Elric. Did you just throw me? I think you just threw me into another emote thing. Hold on, let's see. Where is that? Emotes. Did you just give me another emote? Yeah, that's you just gave me another emote. Okay, we got one more animated emote slot now. Oh, thank you for that, Carol. Oh, speaking of emotes, I keep forgetting. If you guys have any ideas for emotes, there's a channel in the Discord that's specifically for that. We have 6 static and 2 animated slots that I'm going to purchase soon. Oh boy, that's really lucky. Wait, this isn't so good at all. You see, the thing is, I'm Master Mask after all. You know what I would do? Okay, if I were Ron in this situation... Okay, Master Mask is a celebrity. So, we can now prove that he was Master Mask, but he can't be tried for it. So I would come out publicly and do, like, photo shoots and stuff. And be like, you know, the folk hero. Master Mask. You did it, Phoenix. Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because Maya doesn't call me much these days. Oh? I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't take everything so seriously. On the other hand, Maya, she seems kind of torn these days. You mean about becoming the master of the Korean channeling school? Becoming the master means saying goodbye to our mother. Mr. Faye, right? Watch over her, will you, Phoenix? Of course. Well then, see you around. Mia. Ah, Mr. Wright. Don't you know, what's his name? O.J. Simpson did the same thing. O.J. Simpson wrote a book that was called If I Did It. But the if was like at like 1/10 of the font of the I Did It. So the book from a distance was like I Did It by O.J. Simpson. And he sold that book and made a bunch of money off of it. And then he, you know, stole some stuff and went to jail. So. But, yeah. Ah, well, Mr. Wright. I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Mr. Delight. But thank you so much. No wait. Nothing really makes sense. More how this happened. Oh, I think that's Frosty. Bye. Well, just be happy already. Why, you didn't clear up all the murder charges and got off as Master Mask to boot. But in exchange, I lost everything. Huh? What do you mean? Since security information from KB Security became a Master Mask. I did it all for one reason, for her. You mean your wife, Desiree? Well, thank you again for the 100 bits. The snowman! So much pie! Take the pie off. She knows more than anything. Come think of it. She was once held hostage by some robbers, wasn't she? So I said, how she hated sneaky criminals. I knew that, but once I got fired from KB Security and lost all the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. I thought she would leave me for sure. That's why I became mask to mask. Yes, but it's all over now. Broken bowl can never be put back together. That's not true, right, Nick? Right. Really? Can we go back to the way things were? Be fine, and Nick, I can prove it. I can? Kinda wish you would check with me first. Like, even if bowl is broken, there's always a way to put it back together. Oh, thank you for the 70 bits. Oh, we gotta... Oh, sorry, it said unlock. It hasn't unlocked yet. So how do we put it back together? Wait, where's the bowl? Where is it? There it is. 6% away? We're close. Sacred Urn, Desi was the one who found this. But only 29 seconds left. Desiree, your wife, she's always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. You can gift this up, Frosty. Don't be pies. Hey, hype train! Level... They go to 4, right? Take it off. Level 3 complete. To level 4. Does that reset the timer? It does reset the timer. Look at that. Timer reset. It's gonna be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. Ah, there you are. Miss Delight. You did it, Ronnie. You're innocent. I'm so happy. So thank you. I appreciate that. But, I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you? Ronnie, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on? I had no idea you quit KB Security. I never imagined that you were really mask to mask either. Miss Delight, what are you going to do now that you know? You're not going to really leave him, are you? Come on, it's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let a wonderful man like him get away? See? It's okay. It's all okay. After all, my bike's really fast. So fast there's no way he could ever get away. But didn't you say that you hated criminals? Oh. I only hate people who act all cowardly and sneaky. Like that detective. I see. Ronnie went and declared his crimes before he committed them like a man. That, I mean, it's true. He did, you know, declare the crimes before he committed them like a man. I saw a man who's so chivalrous. Chivalrous? I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement. Desi. Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you? Nicky boy. Yes? I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us. I feel like these earrings, I just thought about this. These earrings feel like they'd be very painful. Look how big they are. Oh well, take care of yourself. You too, Nicky boy. Oh, I can feel my face going red. And there's Pearl, right on time. Mr. Nick, Mr. Mike, congratulations. Gasp! Talk about bad timing. Mr. Nick, how could you? Another man's wife in front of Mr. Maya. No, you got it all wrong. I'll never forgive you. Never, ever. So just the case came to a close, so too did my consciousness. No, I never want earrings that big. They're well, I've had like hoop earrings, but they're not like, those are just like loops. Those are like solid with like hubcaps and stuff. Ron said a broken bowl can never be put back together. I know that's not true. I mean, just look. Here's a perfect example of one that was put back together even better than before. Ow. So should we go ahead and start the next one? So should we start that one? What do you think? It's getting late, but I mean, we can make a little progress in it. Start. Start, don't start. Burger Maya. The three The 3 genders. Start, don't start, Burger Maya. Got it. So do we need to do a poll? Are we starting, not starting? We just can't decide. We can't decide. We're torn. I don't know. I don't really have anything to fill it with. Alright, we've got 2 votes to start. Only 1 don't start. Holocure? I mean, we could do Holocure. It's an option. I knew what you meant. Holocure. Alright, I can do a quick poll real quick. Let's see here. Let's see here. Manage prediction? No. Those were ads. Poll. There we go. Okay. Question. What do? Phoenix or Holocure? Well, I was down for that. Alright, we'll give it 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes to decide. Okay, there we go. We do have a hype chest. Let's take a look what we got. I got the red card. I got the red card. Purple, what do? Alright, we're tied. 50-50. Alright, we got 2 for Phoenix. Alright, it's even. 50-50. Perfectly symmetrical violence never solves anything. Alright, another vote for Phoenix. Oh, you guys got a different one. Bribing me with subs. I'll have you know, I am not bribable. I'm not bribable. Or am I bribable? I don't know. I don't think I'm bribable. What? Alright, do you get points for that? Alright, it is tied. Tied up at 50-50. I think it's going to run out. So perfectly symmetrical violence never solves anything. Okay, I'll switch over to Holocure for a bit, assuming it still ends a tie. Ah, Boba. Okay, perfect symmetrical violence. Again, never solves anything. So that poll was not all that helpful. Okay. But I appreciate you guys voting in it, okay? I will do some Holocure toward the end. What do we have left doing Holocure? It's tied. No, Frost, you don't have to do anything. I was hesitant to do it anyway, just because... You want to do the tower? Oh, this could turn miserable, isn't it? Oh. We got saved, don't we? Alright, can I just hit X? I think I just hit X. Wait, X.